Hey guys, welcome to my blog. This is the Stop Smoking little seminar. So I'm just going to be real informal here and teach you some things about stop smoking. So if you've watched my biology of addiction little video, if you haven't seen that, go back and check that out. You'll learn about the midbrain and the pump and the little pump that shoots out these chemicals. So definitely go back and watch the biology of addiction video if you haven't done that so far. But if you have, you know that when somebody smokes, and I call it freebase of nicotine, when you freebase nicotine, that little pump shoots out endorphins, and it shoots out dopamine. And so if you want to quit smoking, I've helped a lot of people quit smoking over the years, you got to understand, first thing is that freebase of nicotine is an addiction. So that's the first thing you need to, it's not a habit, it's not something you need to kick, like kick a habit, but it's a straight up addiction. I mean, you're freebasing nicotine, and that nicotine hits that pump and releases dopamine and endorphins. And so, first of all, you got to admit that. Now, let's break it down and keep it real simple. Okay, see right here it says biology. We know that freebasing nicotine is a biopsychosocial spiritual problem, just like any other addiction. So we want to treat it the same way. So first thing you want to do is you want to really get control of this biological, physical part. And how you do that is hot food and exercise. Really think about it from a common sense point of view. If that midbrain pump is shooting out endorphins, okay, that's the natural pain reliever. So if you quit smoking, you're not really craving nicotine. You're craving endorphins. So your body's really wanting those endorphins. So give it some endorphins. Okay, so if you quit smoking, best way to do it is cold turkey. Just do it, put it down. You're going to have some physical reactions to it. That's the biological part. Okay, but so what you want to do is, if you quit smoking, or when you quit smoking, you'll want to give it some endorphins. In other words, you got to cause some healthy pain to yourself. All right, so here it is. One way to do it is some hot food. I've helped a lot of people quit smoking over the years by doing the little atomic fireballs, little hot tamales, some hot food. You know, pop that little hot tamale in your mouth. It burns. When it burns, it releases endorphins. See? So you're giving your midbrain pump what it's asking for. Okay, so you put a little something hot in your mouth, it burns, it releases endorphins. Another thing is exercise. And I draw this little thing right here. It's a little thing, you know, that weightlifters use to work on the forearms. What do you call it? What does it go?
Stress.
No, you don't know. Go ahead.
I don't know the name.
It's okay. I don't care.
We know what you're talking about.
It's a little wrist thing, you know, wrist spring. It's a spring to put on your wrist. And wrist that thing. Do that thing until it hurts really bad, and that forearm, you know. And so start working out. Do push-ups. Any type of, I call them burnout push-ups. Push-ups. Anyway, cause pain to your body in a healthy way, and it releases endorphins, and it'll numb that craving for a little bit, maybe 30 minutes or an hour. 30 minutes, an hour goes away. You may have to pop in another hot tamale, another fireball. Do some more workouts in that little spring wrist thing. You can pick these little things up for $5 at Walmart, you know. But so that's two things you can do to overcome the biological part, the physical part, because that's going to be the main thing. So remember, hot food releases endorphins. Some kind of exercise that releases endorphins, and that can help you hour by hour. All you got to do is kick this thing physically for about 3 to 5 days, and you're done with the biological part. Now let's move on. You got the psychological part. A good thing to do is get a 3x5 card, and write on that 3x5 card why you want to quit smoking. What's important to you? Your family, your health. You want to live longer, but write it down in your own handwriting. Write down a 3x5 card. What's really important to you? Okay, remember, we're working on the psychological part now. PMA, positive mental attitude. You got to be able to talk to yourself in a positive way. You know, I can do this. This is important to me. This is why it's important to me. Okay. At the same time, you're eating the hot food. You're doing the hot candies. You're trying to tackle the biological part, and you're also working on the psychological part with the positive mental attitude. The 3x5 cards you can keep in your purse, in your wallet, in your back pocket, your front pocket, and it just reminds you day by day, keeping you mentally strong. The next thing you want to do is you move on to the social thing. This is common sense stuff now. You want to hang around, you got to stop hanging around people that smoke for a while. You got to stop hanging around places where there's going to be a lot of cigarettes and stuff like that. You want to kick in that midbrain and get it cranked back up again. So, people and places, you need to watch out for that. That's the social part. And then there's a spiritual part to this too. Prayer, Okay, you can say the Serenity Prayer, you can pray, you can ask God to help you. Meditation is a big one too. Meditation is basically doing mindful breathing. It's like breathing in your nose, out your mouth. Stress is a big one. People, when they get stressed out, they run to cigarettes. They run on freebase that nicotine. All it's doing is releasing the endorphins. That's what's calming us down and making us feel better anyway. So go ahead and go back to the biological part. Hot foods, exercise, do the little wrist things to get that endorphin rush. That's the biological part. 3x5 card to build your why, and keep that why with you always, in your face, in your car, in your truck, in your wallet, in your purse. Positive mental attitude. You can do this. Stay away from people that are smoking in places where there's a lot of smoke. Pray and ask God to help you, and learn how to meditate and calm yourself down. If you'll do this, I've helped a lot of people quit smoking over the years, so if you can really make a commitment to do this for at least 5 to 7 days, 5 to 7 days, and you can be done with smoking. All right, I hope this has been a benefit to you. Cruise around my website, my blog, check some other stuff out. Sign up for my blog to receive an update every time I do something new. Thanks, guys.